Hello everybody, welcome back to Epic LAN. This is the second day and this will be our first game of the day, CeX versus London Lynx. I'm joined here by Incy.
How you doing?
Yeah, good. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. I think first time we've cast together at Epic LAN, so certainly should be interesting to see it from that perspective. But that being said, we've got a great lineup as well, a great matchup even for us. CeX, London Lynx.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who to favor in this, and we didn't really sit in for picks and bans, but maybe it's over towards that London Lynx side as they will take that A site. Still a player in the apartments though for CeX, so if they're not too careful, Frazier could prove troublesome for them, but he has already been spotted and he's down to 5 HP. But as he starts to lurk out, he might be given an opening to open things up for CeX. Trouble has to... He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He has a lot of cover to work with. Cass still takes him down. And it's 2 versus 2. All these players just trying their best to...
Both low HP.
They're hiding really, really well, but Frazier will take them down. He gets the kit as well, but... He should be able to get the defuse. A bit close for the first,
Yeah.
for the first round. The trades were really well played by both teams.
A little bit close to call there. You know, as that round went out, you really couldn't put a prediction on which team was going to take it. Both of those remaining CeX players were on really low HP, and it was certainly possible for Cyber to try and clean that one up as that one went to the end there. Moving forward into this one, did have a chance to cast both of these teams yesterday. Player to watch out for London Lynx is definitely Trials. This guy, if he's anything like he was yesterday on this map, definitely the one to watch. And as we are right now, we were watching him as he starts making his way up to the B site. Kassa going to be the one to try and stop this push with the FAMAS. Finds himself one. Rezu's going to team up with him to find Brody. And Kassa's going to find himself another one. Switches out to the USP. And look at what Cyber's doing coming around the back. Might be able to get some extra money in the bank here as he finds himself one. Couldn't even find Fraser here. That could have been embarrassing. Fraser's going to take down Cyber, and Ryback's going to be the last one alive for London Lynx now, and you've got to predict he's going to go down here. Liam's going to find the final frag, and that's going to put round number 2 on the board for CeX.
Yeah, really well done by CeX to make sure that they could get those kills going into the site. Kassa playing really well by that coffin, and he repositioned, he hid well enough that the T's had to push him thick and thin, and even though they recovered that Nova, and yes, he did get a bit of money, it's not enough to really warrant pushing him solo and still not getting that kill.
Yeah, definitely agree on that one, as Rezu getting a little bit too aggressive there in Trials. That one I told you about earlier, the one to watch in this game for London Lynx. Going to take down Rezu really on into this round. Great start here for London Lynx as they might just try and make some kind of push up towards the B site. Bomb's going to be left quite close to spawn at the moment, so not quite decided on where they're going to go at the moment. Trials is going to continue this performance really early into this game. It looks like we could see some kind of possible push back towards mid here. Bomb is, like I said, still near the start, and Trials does need to get that picked up, and we are going to see London Lynx now most likely commit to a site. 50 seconds going to be remaining on the clock in just a moment, and it looks like we are going to see that B play hit.
Yeah, and the player that's rotated is Frazier, but he doesn't know how far these T's could have pushed up in the time that it took him to rotate from the archers on A over towards B. The site is completely free for the London Lynx, so they've made the correct decision here. But sort of the gift of being in a spectator seat, we can see that if London Lynx just ran into the site initially, Frazier might have been able to get a kill for them trying to find that last site player when there would have been nobody there.
Yeah, could have been tucked in a corner, could have been ready to stop that plant and possibly could pick up a couple of these London Lynx. That being said, it's looking good at the moment for London Lynx. CeX looking to bring through these weapons to the next round. Possibly Liam with that SMG might just want to play for some exits in this situation. But we should see London Lynx play smart here, exit together, stick as a unit, and not give any weapons over to this CeX side.
Yeah, after London Lynx got that first pick as well, they did a really good job of just making sure that CeX didn't have enough information to go on, and you saw Kassa try and flash himself into Banana to get information as to whether they were going to go B. Yes, he did find out that that was ultimately the site that they were going to go to, but Frazier wasn't anywhere close to have any meaningful impact into the round on that rotation. And so ultimately, despite getting that information, it doesn't really benefit the CeX lineup. But we do see another full investment from CeX, able to get guns on pretty much everybody, but Casa, the only one sitting on an MP9.
Yeah, so London Lynx, as you did see in that previous round, are going to pick up their first round on the board. Be interesting to see if they can carry this through here. Cyber's going to bring through an M4 from the previous round. London Lynx once again are going to apply a little bit of pressure towards Banana. Molotov's going to rain in on top of these CeX players, and Cyber might just be the player to just cause a little bit of harassment towards the A side. Brody and Ryback are going to team up, and that's two really early kills going in here, and they are aware of where Rezu is at the moment, and Trials going to find the frag through the smoke. That's a big frag, and that completely opens this one up for London Lynx. Bomb's going to be able to move up Banana now. They should be able to get the bomb down, and London Lynx are going to take complete control of this round.
And CeX, they're already calling the save. They're trying their best to maybe get in towards middle. If they can find a player turned around, there is a player in mid. I think that is Trouble, sitting on 11 HP. He's just trying to make sure that those A players don't push out too far. But there's potential for him to get shot in the back. But he's very aware of that, it seems.
Yeah, CeX main thing to do now is just play it safe. Take these weapons through. Liam is definitely a player who you want to see not go down in this situation. There goes a rifle, lots of utility, armor and a diffuse kit. Well, not going to be happy with that one. Fraser going to be the last one on his team, and London Lynx are definitely on the hunt at the moment. He's going to get taken down. Trouble End's going to find it, and a bit of a disaster there for CeX.
Yeah, that's great impact from Trouble. He's sat on 11 HP. He's not even concerned at that point. He's willing to give up his rifle should he go down, but gets both frags in the end, and it takes no damage as a result. So we will see just standard issue pistols for the side of CeX. They all stack the B-bomb site, but that's not something that London Lynx will be privy to just yet, as they set up into standard top banana control, making sure that they can clear that car, clear the sandbags, and really make the CeX lineup question whether they will actually commit towards the B site. The bomb is over towards A, and they're just kind of playing slow. They know CeX's money isn't that great, and should they have forced into this one, it would be a bit devastating if they lost a few of these rifles.
Yeah, considering the way that London Lynx play, there could actually be a chance here. CeX, I'd say, very unlikely to have a chance of winning this round, but maybe if we get a couple of players trying to rotate around the back and catch CeX off guard, could give CeX a chance to maybe steal a rifle on Banana, but looks like London Lynx are going to play this safe, as we are going to see that A hit coming round. Players passing library at the moment, and they're not going to find anyone. The entirety of CeX are going to be stacked upon that B site, as Yumi did say earlier. Bomb's going to go down, and the main thing now for London Lynx is win the round, preserve the weapons. The CeX are now going to start rotating, and the aim of the game for them is exiting weaponry, really. I'd suggest there's not much chance of them finding this round. It's just going to be a case of avoiding absolute demolition here, as Trials and Nuke Dog going to be looking to find frags. Trials is already going to pick up 2 here. And in fact...
Yeah, that's honestly the strangest idea. Trials down on 21 HP just decides to wide swing versus more of the pistols, but he did get 2 kills, so maybe just getting a bit of the confidence up, getting the blood flowing early on in this day. But Frazier the only one to survive, but it doesn't matter. He's saving nothing.
Yeah, at the moment, Trials 5 and 2, Trouble End 4 and 2. I think 2 of those are going to be the 2 players in London Lynx. That's going to be your round winners, really.
So we will see a full reinvestment by CeX. They don't have any Molotovs. So should London Lynx commit to a site, they don't have anything to kind of slow down the trade potential of London Lynx. And there won't be any trade potential as Trouble goes down over towards the A site, and that's their apt pressure gone out of this round. We now see, I think Ryback is trying to make up for the fact that his teammate has gone down, and he is the lurker over towards the apartment, so it will be Cyber instead.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that is we're going to start seeing London Lynx a little bit more split up in this situation. Brody's going to find a fragment to Reza. Opens things up a little bit. That boost comes into play. Trades coming out occasionally there, and we are going to start seeing CEX rotating. Now, in fact, just thought for a second, looking at that minimap, maybe they could have caught the bomb off guard as it starts making its way up towards Banana. Not going to be the case. Luckily for London Lynx, should have a chance here, but that's now fleeting away as Ryback's going to be the last alive for his side. And I think it's going to be all too tricky as he tries to find Fraser. Flash is going to come through. He's going to go down in the end. Liam's going to find the final frag, and we're back up to an even scoreline.
Yeah, it was a really good opening pick on towards the A side. It sort of scared them into going B. Like the players on B took top banana control. They saw the singular player CT spawn, and they just decided to contact up into the site. Unfortunately, they do get the first 2 picks, but the presence that was made over towards Coffins just too much in that one instance.
For a second there, I thought Fraser might be in for a couple of frags there. Does get taken down by Brody.
Yeah, Brody is the designated AWPer for the London Lynx side, and he's had a pretty good tournament, I like to say, overall. But that one pick is massive for them because it drags out the CEX defense now. There's the singular player that will be Casa over towards CT spawn. He's boosted up, so the smoke won't be that big of a factor, but trouble is on the horizon as they do get the bomb down, and CEX will actually seem to commit for this retake. If they get these kills fast enough, like Nuke Dog has through that piece of wood, this could be well possible.
3 versus 3, like you said, very much still a possibility. CEX can complete this, and well, just round the corner for him, Rezu's got to find 2 London Lynx players. It's all going to be on trials to try and defend this bomb at this point as it starts ticking away. They don't know he's here because his teammate was in that same position. He's going to be able to stop the defuse. He's going to go down, but time's ticking. Liam not having enough time, and London Lynx are going to take the round, and just by a whisker, unfortunately, not fully checking that angle.
Yeah, that was a really good bait and switch setup. A lot of teams actually begin to predict that because it's a very sort of standard play. Should you not have enough time to reposition on the post plant, but they did really well in making sure that the swing was sort of reserved enough that it didn't set off any alarm bells for that CEX side when on that retake.
One of the interesting things to mention about that round as well, considering the amount of times now we've seen London Lynx make a play towards the B site, you know, getting caught out by that boost now, I think 2nd round in a row. You know, if they are going to continue to push this B site, which looks like we might see something just a little bit different coming out of them at the moment. It's going to be the hope that eventually they start to learn off the mistakes. Cyber going to get taken down. Nuke Dog waiting for one player to rotate and join the rest of his team as they try and make a push towards that ace. Going to be able to recover the bomb, but Liam, these pistols reigning supreme at the moment. Nuke Dog going to be able to take down Trouble N, and well, this is not a round you expect CEX to be doing so well in. Ryback has so much to do at the moment. Casa's going to be able to pick himself up an AK-47 as well as Liam. And oh wow, Ryback, what a position. He needs to be careful because round this corner there are a couple of players waiting for him. This could be a tricky one. He finds himself warm.
Oh my god.
And I was just starting to believe Ryback could have found something there.
That would have been... That was, first off, great patience to reposition to make sure he lined up 2 kills, but if he got that spray transfer as well, oh, that would have been an incredible start to the day. Not only for the confidence of himself, but just for the rest of the team. If you have a player that's making plays like that, it brings everybody to an elevated level. 4-4 now, things tied up, and it looks like London Lynx are going for a fast B play through that smoke and doing enough damage to get 1 kill, but they are now 1 man down at the end of this site, and all now just on to Trouble. Just get blinded up, and he's still sitting in very low HP, and just kind of sitting in pool, trying to reload his weapon, and we'll get caught out.
Hoping nobody sees him there, as we are going to see quite a quick round. The aggression not quite working out for them there.
Yeah, they tried to change the pace up a little bit so that maybe they would catch the CEX players off guard. They didn't have the best of utility to really deal with a rush, but trying to push through a smoke in an instance like that, it's probably best to cancel that fast strategy.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe too aggressive there from London Lynx, as they are going to have, purchase out some pistols for them. We are going to see a couple of P250s, a Deagle coming out for trials. That being said, don't favour them in this round, as they are going to play really fast and need to be careful not to get caught out here. Liam. Oh, and manages to find between the spray down. Could even find Trouble M. He's going to whip out the pistol. Going to find Trouble M. Liam going to make sure there aren't any upsets in that round. Going to shut down London Lynx.
Yeah, that's a really good setup by them as well, so that one of these players can support and sort of hold that drop into pit. The only problem area for them is if they come out balcony and just jump behind the player that was in that left side pit position, but they can just sort of double up on those arches since they knew that they were wrapping, and most of these players weren't expecting it. But I wasn't expecting Liam and Frazier to go down this early on into the round. It's opened up things on the A side, and there's still two players on towards B, one on the rotate, and this will be a hard 2 versus 4 to win, and then I think they're just going to go for a save straight off the bat.
Yeah, definitely going to be for the best in this situation. Rezu and Casa knowing that it's just not going to be possible for them to retake this side at the moment. And like you said, 2 really early frags there coming out. I think, did you say it was Liam and Fraser going down quite early on into that one? Liam being the, a critical key in that last round, even though it was against pistols, going down so early, and early aggression there from London Lynx, possibly catching CEX off guard. That is going to give them this round. Bombs taken away. We should see Casa and Rezu manage to bring these weapons through to the next round, as London Lynx appear to be saving this one quite smart, sticking together as a unit. That being said, though, this game is still going to stay very close. It often seems like the rounds are just switching from one to the other. No one wanting to give up control just yet.
Yeah, the CEX are back into the lead now, at least. The London Lynx have done a very good job of making things competitive, and even in the rounds that CEX are winning, it's a bit unfortunate that CEX have lost one of these clutches, but they did win the first one at the start of the game. Frazier going through for a spam.
I'm pretty sure Fraser went through Rezu to get that kill. I could be wrong.
Don't trust anyone, not even your teammates, but
yeah.
Trouble has made his way out of the apartments. He does get 2 kills, but Ryback now left in a 1 versus 3. Has the bomb to recover as well on the A site, so he can't just double back through those apartments just yet.
That being said, though, we know what this guy can do in a clutch situation. Almost managed to do it previously as the bomb does go down. That nade going to land, unfortunately, right onto Ryback. That's going to bring him down to 55 HP. Ryback's got so much to do. Unfortunately, not going to be the case. Going to get caught out, flashed. Casa's going to be able to find the frag with the UMP. And we are going to see CeX with a 2-round lead at the moment. So, could be the first time in this game when we maybe start seeing a bit of a pattern emerge for one team.
I mean, if you're CEX, you want as best to win this half as possible. People put emphasis on their T side as well on Inferno, because some teams are just so aggressive and their utility usage is so good on that T side that it's almost the stronger side in a map that's historically been very not very CT sided, but sort of a 70 to 30 skew in terms of percentages. But I expect CEX to have something going into their T side. They're an experienced lineup, and they know what they're doing. I'd
suggest Inferno's one of those maps where if you're a tactical T side, if you've got your strategy down going into it, you are going to have a really great T side. If you don't, though, you're going to find that it is maybe a little bit more CT sided, like as you did say. Going into that one, bomb is going to go down for London Lynx. Cyber and Brody are going to lose their lives in the process. Ryback is probably going to have to face quite a few of these players. He's almost going to find himself too. Is going to get taken down by Casa. Trials and Trouble N do remain. Trouble N versus Fraser as we move into this final exchange at the moment. That Molotov's going to come in, and that's going to cause some problems for Trouble N, but Fraser isn't going to be able to stick it just yet. It's going to be diffusing, and he is sticking it. Trouble then. Leaving it to the last second, but he's just going to be able to grab that one. He's going to be able to switch out to the AWP, and, well...
That's a terrible situation for CeX. They play three players over towards the arc side. They get smoked off, and they commit up through short and apartments to get to the bomb site. Nukedog did a really good job of spamming into the short smoke, and he actually got 2 frags as a result, so it was a 5 versus 3 on the retake. If you're CeX, losing a 5 versus 3 retake when you're playing the setup that you are is something that shouldn't be happening. You're sort of playing retake on the site just based on your positions at the start of the round anyway. So CeX will be a little bit upset that that's kind of transpired the way it has, but they are now on pistols themselves. CZ's and a singular deagle in the hand of Frazier. But Rezu's going to be the one pressured on the site, but he's gone 2 on the singular spray down with that CZ. The boost proving to be a little bit successful in that first orange's position.
Well, once again, we are seeing a little bit of an advantage coming out to these pistols for some reason. CZ's often reigning supreme in a lot of situations so far in this tournament. Nukedog has been able to find himself an AK-47. Going to be able to team up here, and Cyber last alive in a round where he really shouldn't have been, and CeX are going to take it 8-6 back into the 2-round lead once more, and well, I think your head's a little bit on your head there.
Yeah, it's a point that was brought up yesterday about how well CeX play on these pistol rounds, or just having a few upgraded pistols. They're very good at converting rounds like that. They have no business winning that. There's no armor on anybody. If the Lynx use their utility properly, they should just be able to basically own them with nades, but they will sort of trickle into the B site, or into Banana at least, and try and find a pick, but no such luck just yet, as these players are still committed to trying to find this pick onto the B site. Casa is boosted up into the spawn. And he should be able to see over the smoke, but he is full blind. And that should be easy enough kills for him to convert. So
Yeah.
9-6 are scored at the half.
Yeah, and right at the end there, CeX showing how you do defend against pistols. How you can avoid, you know, losing any of your players. And
yeah, it's a bit troubling that I think some of the Lone Lynx players had a little bit of spare cash, and it was the last round of the half. I don't know if they expected to carry some money over, but anyway, we will be getting into CX's pistol round on their T side. It is also London Lynx's pistol round. I don't know why I singled out CX.
it's everyone's pistol round.
It's my pistol round now. But it does look like they've committed onto this B side. They're just going to rush straight through, and there's no players on the side of the London Lynx on the site, so that will go down for free, but Trouble N has gotten 2 kills in that rotation. And now quickly onto a 4 versus 3. Brody to the charge on 2 HP, still gets the kill, however, onto Rezu. And now has to find that site player that's guarding that bomb defuse. But it's all onto Nukedog now. Has to try and line him up through the smoke, but a kid on the back of Ryback will make things extremely difficult, and Charles will actually get him through the edge of the plank there.
Well, Trials, once again, especially on this CT side, keep an eye on this guy. We've seen what he can do yesterday in an Inferno game. Once again, he's showing us yet again in a few of these what to do. And, well, London Lynx are going to have the advantage, and we could just see this game level back up again very soon if London Lynx can keep this through. We're expected to win this round. That being said, as we said a little earlier, you know, CeX on a pistol, don't doubt them. They could take it.
Yep. So 9-6 the score at the half makes it so that CeX at least have this 3-round buffer where even if things do get tied up, the pistol round ultimately doesn't matter. You're basically setting things back to 0 because you'll be on guns for both teams, and if you make enough economic impact in those first 3 rounds, you make it so that these CTs have to fully reinvest. But like you said with the pistols, Nukedog finds the first entry into the site, but Brody is standing tall and firm on the site, gets 2 kills for himself, and Treble in that rotation gets 1 as well. It's now onto Frazier and Casa to try and pull some guns out of these London Lynx players' hands, and they'll be unsuccessful in doing so. 9-8 now. London Lynx will survive with 4 players up.
Yeah, not going to happen at the moment. We'll be interested to see if we can break this deadlock now we've changed into the second half of this map. Once again, if you are just joining us, CEX versus London Lynx. This is the first map of this series and also the first map of the day. We've got a full day of CS coming for you. So even after this series is done, don't go anywhere, don't close the stream. We've got another 2 casters as well that will be jumping in throughout the day. So keep an eye out for them. Some great casting and some great CS hopefully we'll see today. That being said, we are going into round 18 at the moment. Trouble N. That could have worked out quite well for him there if the player was just lining up for him. Well, Liam, very lucky there not to go down. He's going to fall to 49 HP. That being said, though, bomb is creeping up banana, so Liam serving as a nice little distraction. He was going to keep 3 CT players on the A site, and that's going to make it all the more easy for the CX side to start their push to the B site bomb. In fact, so now on the B site, Liam actually doing a good job towards A. And this is going to cause a little bit of confusion to London Lynx. They're going to pull 2 players to the A site, and that actually is a bit of a good call considering.
Well, Cyber's actually committed all the way into the site. If CX aren't careful and they don't clear that corner, he could actually have massive impact in this round. They did get caught out by the presence over towards B, so they did rotate off the site, but because nobody on CX was kind of close enough to get into the site, despite having that first kill, Brody's gone absolutely massive.
You have to wonder why that wasn't checked, really.
Yeah, it's I think they expected that perhaps the fake over towards B or the presence made would mean that Brody wouldn't be in a position like that, but London Lynx had a very early read in going into that round. Despite losing Rezu, or despite Rezu getting the entry, sorry, on the B site.
Well, round 19, 9-9, definitely game on at the moment. Really can't pick a team that's going to be the one to take this one. So little difference between the 2 of them at the moment. And we are going to see quite a fast play towards the side for CEX. Razor's going to be the first to go down. Nuke Dog's going to get 1, but Ryback's going to be there to trade it out. And he's going to even switch to the pistols as well, just show them that he can get some frags with it as well. But London Lynx going to be able to shut that one down in the end. And London Lynx, I think, for the first time in a while, going to take a lead.
And you've got to love that. He's playing a headshot angle over towards Coffins, and the CZ just running full strafe, dinks him on Coffins, and that's ultimately what gets him killed. Is the other player was close enough to just do that singular point of damage necessary to take him down. We do see full investments are up by everybody. Brody's still on AWP, and that will be positioned over towards the A site. But it seems like CX are taking a different approach into this round, not doing the standard sort of B control nades or banana control nades that you'd expect from some of these teams. Trials should take a lot of damage from that nade. Down to 48 HP now. CX may be watching a few Astralis demos, making sure that they're double nading together to try and clear out that position.
Yeah, exactly. And definitely a different approach to taking the B site from CEX. A more cautious.
This boost over towards Banana could prove troublesome if Ryback tries to check that smoke. Won't do it for now. This does look like the hit is coming out towards the B site, and there's no information for these A players. None of them pushing too aggressively and able to cheat a rotation over towards the site, but CX has thrown nades, so they have to expect that a rotation will start coming out. Rezu gets the entry onto Ryback, but Trials tried to stand strong, but unsuccessful in doing so. But bomb will go down, and it's quickly into a 4 versus 3. The players could be a little bit closer than CX may expect, but this should be easy enough to hold down, provided Brody doesn't have too much impact on this AWP.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a tricky one for London Lynx. 4 AK-47s do surround this B-bomb side at the moment, as Trouble N's going to be the first one to try and find something. He's going to connect with Casa, but Fraser is going to be able to take him down. Liam also finds a frag on towards Brody, and Cyber going to make sure that there is still a chance for London Lynx in this game, and there's also a possibility he could take it here. Flash is going to come out, but Liam's just going to spam away. He's going to find the frag in the end, but got a little bit hairy there towards the end.
Well, crucially, Trouble N, he tried to molly out the new box position where there was a player sat there, and Brody suffers for it. They volley it out. They're not sure whether he's still going to commit to that fight or whether he's going to fight the CT player. And instead of him trying to, or getting flushed out by the Molotov, Brody doesn't get that easy kill with an AWP as he was posted on it. And the round kind of just falls apart there. But a good effort by Cyber to try and bring that into, to at least bring it into a winnable situation for himself. But London Lynx are getting a little bit aggressive towards Banana. Trying to get into the faces of CeX. Flicks in the smoke, trying to regain control of Banana, but they've already suffered heavy casualties as a result.
I think the best part to start that round is both teams had rifles, yet the first 2 kills were from CZs. Just kind of put a state on where how important this weapon is at the moment in CSGO, the CZ, and well, that's really put a dent on this round. CeX, Liam and Rezi going to be the last alive for their team. Bomb is on B at the moment as they try to make something of this round. There is a chance for them. Only Ryback so far is going to be on this B side. He's going to be pushed back on Coffin, and that's going to be all it wrote for him. He's going to be out of this round, and there's definitely a chance here for CeX. Bomb's going to go down. Rezi's going to plant that down, and Liam's going to be the one just to look over and just make sure it's safe to do so as he makes his way back towards Banana. And well, it's starting to look a little bit more positive now for CeX. There's a chance they could run away with this one as I see a little bit of pause as London Lynx decide how they want to do this retake. And they're going to take down Rezo and Liam in quick concession. And I didn't expect it to be that easy, really, for London Lynx on that retake. Great retake. Yeah,
that's a bit awkward for Liam because he positioned himself such that if anybody jumped onto the coffins, he would have been able to spot them very easily. But because he took that passive angle, it allowed Trouble N to get into a position where he wasn't expecting him to be. And so, despite having good enough crosshair placement for it, he almost doesn't react to seeing him at first. And Trouble N wins that engagement, and things just fell apart from there.
Yeah, definitely. I was surprised how easy it was, that retake. London Lynx, and well, double nade there, going to take out Liam and Rezu, and they're just not having a good time at the moment. Trials is going to add insult to injury. He's going to find one and then connects with another through the smoke. Ryback's going to finish that one up, and that's just salt in the wounds there for CeX.
You definitely hate to see something like that after you've just called, yeah, let's rush them down with the pistols that we've just bought. Getting double naded and then spammed as they decide to execute onto the site.
Where would you say the mentality of CeX is at the moment after that?
I mean, that's a round that they're willing to lose, and that's a round that they're happy. They're almost they want to get weapons out of the hands of some of these players. And so the Trouble is making trouble over towards apartments. Gets 2 very quick frags, but Frazier will recover his M4. But kind of going back to my point is that the pistols that they invested didn't matter. If they got a few kills, they would have been happy with that. But we've seen how deadly they can be on these upgraded pistols, and it does look like they're going to try and commit over towards the short. But there's a good crossfire by the London Lynx. Frazier will get apart, however, getting both kills. Cyber and Brody going down. And now Ryback in Trials have to try and save this round for the London Lynx, and this is a round that this is the type of round that CeX won in the past, but this won't be one of those instances.
Unfortunately not, no. I think Fraser there, 19 HP, 1 versus 2, a little bit too tricky for him in that scenario. Both CT players know him roughly where he'd be. Unfortunately, not going to be able to bring it back for CeX. And we're going to see a 3-round lead coming out for London Lynx. And considering how close this game's been, it's the first real gap we've seen so far in quite a long time. So could see maybe London Lynx start to sort of push away with this one.
And it's a bit sad if you're Frazier, because he's probably in his head thinking, okay, they're going to double up. They're going to guarantee that they win this round by setting themselves up to trade me, or if that first player on the CT side goes down. But both the London Lynx players separate, and so there's really good opportunities for him to get isolated. Once the Liam spamming through the apartments does considerable damage onto Trouble as well, but he finds that frag onto Brody. He might get something more here as well as Cyber turns away at the wrong opportunity.
Liam's just been gifted a couple of frags there. Trouble N also going to find a frag onto Rezu. Nearly found himself another one there as the cameras go away. Well,
he's this lone player on the site now, so if he doesn't have, if he doesn't get 1 or 2 kills here, this would be a massive Lynx, but he gets 2, doing more than he was required. But now it's all on to Ryback. 1 versus 1. Liam has 4 frags in this round, going on for the ace, but he is only on 19 HP.
yeah, this is definitely going to be probably in Liam's favour. He's got a rough idea of where he's coming from. Ryback's got no idea. Liam's going to take it. And just as we thought maybe we'd start seeing London Lynx start to run away with this one, CeX are going to remind us they're still in this game. Going to bring it back only by a little bit. 11 to 13 at the moment. London Lynx still do have the advantage.
That's honestly a huge play by Liam. He gets so much damage onto Trouble at the start. He gets a kill through the apartments. He's doing an incredible job of making things very difficult for this London Lynx side. That said, 11 to 13, and Brody will go down over towards Banana. No support from his teammates, but that flash thrown from that lower ramp towards the T side is completely owned him, and that'll be ultimately why he loses his weapon.
Going back to what you said about Liam at the moment, even though he gets taken down by Cyber, very much a troublemaker play, but Casa manages to find trouble then, and Cyber both line up really nicely for him there, and well, he's going to be absolutely pumping after that one. Trials and Ryback are going to remain for London Lynx here to try and retake this A site, and they might even just choose to go for possibly a save in this situation. Yeah, still as statues on that B site, so it should be around coming out for CEX. What I was going to go back onto though is what you said about Liam earlier on. Definitely just being a just a harasser in that apartments area, making it so that CEX are wary of that positioning and aware that someone could come from there at any moment. Doing a really great job, and I think that's definitely allowing a lot of possibilities to make plays towards that B site.
Yeah, absolutely. And Casa, when he came out of Boiler, found almost like the best possible timing, because both those players lined up, and I think he actually got the second kill through the other player. Like, that last bullet took down 2 players. I'm pretty sure that's an achievement in CS as well, so maybe he got a little notification. I don't know if that's the first time that he's done something like that, but
I'd be worried if it was.
Yeah.
at this point, at this level.
Considering the amount of hours he's probably clocked, yeah, it would definitely be questionable.
Just in the corner, get a kill.
But we will see a little bit of a buy by the London Lynx. They did save 2 of these rifles going into this round, and they won't force up around it, instead opting to save and get a good buy going into the next round. But Frazier does have that AWP for the CEX side, and I think that's the first time, or thus far, that he's had this AWP to play with. Or it's not really had much impact going into some of these rounds just yet.
Yeah, not just yet anyway, but definitely still some time left into this game. 12-13 at the moment. London Lynx are going to be desperately trying to hold on to this league, as they are going to be on a little bit of a weird bite. 2 rifles, 2 CZs, and that CZ almost able to find a kill onto Rezu, but it's going to be Rezu who's going to come out on top against Cyber, and that's going to be an initial frag for CEX. They're going to find that pick onto the A side. That's going to cause London Lynx to keep 3 players away. In fact, just as I say that, even looks like they have read this play quite well, and they are going to start rotating players round towards the B site here, possibly able to defend against this one, as the execute doesn't like it's about to come in. We can see a B hit now. Brody, if he can swing out here, it's possible to find some frags. Trouble, and even could find some as well. Pistols causing more trouble as this game goes on. Liam is going to be the last alive here for CEX, and just becoming a theme at the moment that having the better weaponry in a round really just isn't making too much of a difference in our predictions. Liam is going to go down. London Lynx are going to take it, but
yeah, London Lynx played that extremely passive, and they played it really well as well. They knew that time was winding down for Liam. He didn't have many opportunities to get those kills, and even if he did commit to it, the other player's in a good enough position where he can just run and just win the round by default. Instead of pushing and trying to win that aim duel, they throw a flash and it completely owns Liam. Should Brody have committed to that fight, it would have been an easy kill for him, but he decided to play it a bit more safe and allowed him to get the bomb down. But
Yeah, great read as well from London Lynx to start rotating around to that B site, you know, at that point as well. If they hadn't have done that, it could have been a very different round.
Yeah, I believe it was Charles on that flank that came up big. But London Lynx are able to invest absolutely everything they could want into this round. Birdie maybe doesn't have the utility that he would want, but there'll be bullets exchanged over towards B, but no kill just yet, as Liam has been good in the apartments, but will get taken down this time by Birdie. And this becomes a little bit scary now if you're CEX. This is a very important round and one that you definitely want to be winning.
That is not a play you want to lose if you're London Lynx at the moment. Trials is going to go down. Trouble End's going to be on 3 HP, and we were just saying now it's looking scary for London Lynx, but now looking scary for CEX. But CEX now, I would suggest regaining a little bit of control as they start heading towards this A site. Cyber is going to be a key pivotal player in just a moment once these CEX players decide to perform the A hit.
Well, crucially, they only really have one flashbang, and that's on Rezu, but they've utilized that to the best of their ability. There is a singular player on Brody over towards A, but he will survive for now. So these players on the London Lynx very, very low, and Trouble finds Nuke Dog through the smoke, just spamming the box. He'd lined it up before the smoke bloomed, and that is absolutely incredible. Like that's mad, because this retake is so much more doable now for the London Lynx, and Ryback will take Casa down as a result.
Yeah.
That's
It's games like this is why I'm not a betting man, because you just can't call this the game, the round, the map. Two teams like this, you know, it could go either way. We were just starting to say how, you know, it could have gone one way, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere a player can pop up 2 frags and the entire scenario of the round changes. London Lynx gonna see themselves to match point now, 15-12. We might just see this game shut down in just a moment.
Yeah, that round especially was so pivotal for them, because you now see the buy from CEX, Liam on a Deagle, Rezu now on a UMP, and they have no nades to work with. They have 3 flashes between 5 of their players, and they can do a smoke execute should they opt to do so, as they have enough to do one, but no fakes, nothing of that potential for them. But London Lynx have cheated a rotate, and CEX have committed to the site. They're getting the site for free, but it does mean that they have to fend off in a 5 versus 5 retake.
5 versus 5 retake, and limited utility to do so after already using quite a lot to take the site. 2 flashes and 1 Molotov is all they have to work with in this situation, other than the weapons to their name. 4 versus 5 retake going to have to come out from London Lynx, so we're going to have to see something special here. Liam could have possibly been in a situation to find Trouble End, and he does manage to find it at the end. He's going to go down to the Molotov. Cyber's also going to find Fraser, and Rezu also going down to the Molotov. What's happening here for CEX? And well, you have to wonder what happened there. You know,
I was going to talk about how this round was going so well for CEX, because they at least maintained banana control. They knew that nobody was flanking. They had that sort of peace of mind and maintain map control, because typically, if the worst case scenario for you is if you get all these players onto the site and you have nothing to fall back on, there's no good post plant positions for you,